In 1736, Benjamin Franklin had a problem. There was a rival legislator in the Pennsylvania Assembly who hated Franklin's guts. This guy was plain and simple mean. Now, your reaction might be to fight against the one who's been mean to you, and that's fair. But Franklin did none of that. He did something absolutely insane. He knew this enemy had a rare, expensive book in his private library. So Franklin wrote him a letter and asked to borrow that book. The rival was absolutely confused. Why is this guy that I hate asking me for help? But flattered by the attention to his rare collection, he sent the book over. And a week later, Franklin returned that book with a thank you note. And next time they met at the Parliament House, that rival did not scowl. He did not ignore him. Instead, he walked right up to Franklin, shook his head, and they remained best of friends until the day he died. This is a glitch in the human brain. And if you learn how to exploit it, you could turn your worst enemy into your greatest ally and play the game like Benjamin Franklin. Why did that work? Why did asking a hater for a favor make him actually a friend? This is called cognitive dissonance. Basically, your brain cannot handle two conflicting realities at the same time. It panics. Reality A, I hate this guy. Reality B, I just lent him my most vivid, expensive book. If both were true, then I'm an idiot who favors for helping my enemies. But ego refuses to be an idiot. So, to solve the equation, the brain rewrites the code. It deletes the I hate him and replaces it with I must have helped him because he might actually be in need or is worthy of my help. If you look at the scene closely, Franklin did not try to change the guy's mind at first. He tried changing the guy's action first and then allowed the mind to catch up after that action. But here's where most people are going to screw this up. Most people can't do this because it is difficult to curb our own egos. When someone disrespects us at work or a client pushes back, our lizard brain screams, I want to fight this. I want to prove them wrong. That is like playing checkers. You are going head to head with a person. Franklin was playing chess. In chess, you don't care so much about the pawn as much you care about the king. He was willing to sacrifice his pawn, his pride, to get a knight inside the door. If you go head to head with an enemy, you might win the battle. You might prove that you are right, but you will lose the war because you create resentment and you burn the bridge. Franklin clearly knew the outcome that he wanted from this entire interaction. He wanted influence. Now, don't go and ask your boss for $5,000 because that's not what it meant. Neither that's how it works. The Ben Franklin effect, as we know it, only works if the cost to the other person is absolutely low, but the validation to them is high. So you need to ask for something that affirms their confidence. So here's two rules. One, ask for advice and not things. Don't say, can you do this for me? Instead, say, I'm struggling with this project and I know you are an expert on X. How would you handle this? You see, with this, you've turned their ego into your ally. You just made them the teacher, and a teacher always loves the audience. Rule number two, the return must be disproportionate. Franklin returned the book a week later with a glowing thank you note. When they give you advice, don't just say thanks. You should come back a week later and say, I used your strategy. It saved the day. You were absolutely right. Now they are invested. If you fail, they fail because it was their advice. You actually managed to hook your own success to their egos. You see, being strategic means being active towards something. It's realizing that a man will burn down a house he visits, but he will die defending a house that he helped design or create. So you got to get them involved a lot early. When you think of going head to head next time, stop for a moment and think, what is worth doing? Trying to win the argument or trying to win the person in that situation? If the situation allows you to do the latter, then you will see the Ben Franklin effect can be a long term savior for you. This week, pick up one person who drives you crazy. Don't fight them, don't ignore them, ask them for advice and be strategic about it. There's a link in the description, as always, that will help you download an entire concept note PDF on this particular topic, and that's something that you can use as well as share with others. Now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that particular video, then I am Altaf and I have been working as an L&D professional for over the last 17 years in companies which are in retail, hospitality, and luxury brands. And through this channel, I bring all of this information to you so you can improve yourself as a leader. So consider subscribing and I'll see you in the next one.